Most people think the mass exodus from tech is a crisis, and here is the uncomfortable truth. That's exactly the mindset that keeps 90% of professionals stuck, while the conscious 10% are positioning themselves to dominate the post-exodus landscape. As someone who transitioned from over 20 years in tech as a DevOps engineer and who now works with tech leaders and coaching tech professionals through major industry shifts, here's what I'm seeing. The great tech resignation isn't destroying the industry. It is creating the biggest world transfer opportunity in tech history for those who know how to position themselves effectively. By the end of this video, you will have the exact great tech exodus opportunity system that turns industry chaos into your competitive advantage. I recently worked with a software engineer who was terrified about the instability in the tech industry. Instead of panicking, he used the exact strategy I'm about to share to position himself as an AI consultant, landing 3 Fortune 500 clients. And at the same time, his former colleagues struggled to find traditional employment. And this comes from my own experience as well. After 20 years of working as a DevOps engineer and cloud architect, I saw this shift coming. I transitioned to building Luminous Consciousness, where I now help tech professionals navigate this exact transformation. What I've learned is that the professionals who thrive during disruptions aren't the ones who resist change. They are the ones who see opportunity where others see crisis. Before we dive in, let me introduce myself. I'm Eric Baykes, and I'm now a business mentor and life coach. I'll be your host in the next 10 minutes. I am not sure if you've been paying attention to the tech hiring market. The data shows how real this crisis is. At least 95,000 workers at US-based tech companies were laid off in 2024 alone, with major companies like Microsoft, Google, Tesla, PayPal, and Salesforce cutting thousands of positions. For new graduates, it's even tougher. 29% of coding bootcamp graduates can't find jobs within 6 months of completing their programs. And the competition for entry-level positions has never been more intense. But here is one thing: every major industry disruption creates massive opportunities for those who understand the shift. The dot-com crash led to the creation of Amazon and Google. The 2008 recession gave birth to Uber and Airbnb. The current tech exodus is creating opportunities that dwarf all previous disruptions. Here's the brutal reality most tech professionals are facing. While everyone is focused on who is getting laid off, they are completely missing the massive opportunity being created. The media wants you scared. Your peers want you panicked. The conscious professionals who understand market dynamics are tightly positioning themselves for something unprecedented, something successful. I am seeing something fascinating. Companies are desperately searching for AI literate professionals who can bridge the gap between old tech culture and new conscious business practices. Exodus isn't eliminating opportunities. It's concentrating them among those who understand the shift. But here is what kills me. Brilliant professionals are updating their resumes and competing for shrinking traditional roles, while the real opportunities are being created in the spaces everyone is abandoning. The cost of following the crowd isn't missing opportunities. It's positioning yourself as a commodity in a market that is rewarding uniqueness. AI is not taking our jobs. This is how I see it. If you fail to elevate your game with AI literacy and collaborate with AI to work smarter and more effectively, you become less valuable in this new world. This is a fact, not fear-mongering tactics. The beautiful thing about this moment is that the chaos is creating clarity for those who know how to read the signals. However, you must think like an entrepreneur, not like an employee, or you will miss the entire opportunity. So here is the great tech exodus opportunity system that turns industry disruption into personal advantage. Phase 1, the opportunity mapping matrix. While everyone is focused on what is disappearing, conscious professionals identify what's being created. I employ a systematic approach to identify emerging opportunities, including AI-human integration roles, conscious business consulting, digital transformation with ethics focus, and remote-first organizational design. From my coaching practice, I see people panic about traditional roles disappearing while completely missing the fact that companies need guides for the new landscape. The exodus is creating demand for professionals who can navigate both technical complexity and human consciousness. Phase 2, the conscious positioning strategy. Here is where most people get it wrong. They try to compete in the old game instead of creating a new one. The professionals who thrive during industry shift don't just adapt, they position themselves as guides for others navigating the transition. One of my clients was worried about her corporate tech role. Instead of competing for similar positions, she positioned herself as a conscious technology consultant, helping companies implement AI with human-centered approaches. She is now earning 40% more while working with purpose-driven organizations. Phase 3, the skills arbitrage advantage. The exodus is creating massive opportunities for skills arbitrage. While everyone is learning the same technical skills, the real value is in combining technical competence with consciousness principles, business strategy, and human psychology. After 20 years in tech and 4 years coaching conscious professionals, I've discovered that the most valuable professionals during disruptions aren't the most technically skilled. They are the ones who can bridge multiple domains and create solutions others can't see. Phase 4, the network effect multiplication. Here is the secret sauce. While everyone is networking desperately for traditional opportunities, conscious professionals are building relationships with leaders, creating the new landscape. The exodus is shuffling the deck. New leaders are emerging, new companies are forming, and new opportunities are crystallizing. This exact approach helped Mabel transition from corporate employee to conscious business consultant. She focused on building relationships with leaders who shared her values rather than competing for traditional roles, and now she is part of multiple conscious business initiatives. Phase 5, the conscious leadership emergence. The ultimate opportunity isn't just surviving the exodus, it's emerging as a conscious leader in the new landscape. Companies desperately need people who can combine technical expertise with consciousness principles, ethical decision making, and purposeful vision. This system approach helped Albert evolve from a worried employee to a conscious tech leader. He now advises multiple companies on implementation of AI while building his purpose-driven consulting practice. So what is the implementation reality? This isn't a long-term strategy. It's a 90-day positioning sprint. The opportunities being created now will be captured by those who act immediately. Those who wait will be competing for the leftovers. Now, if you are serious about turning the tech exodus into your biggest career opportunity, here's what I recommend. I've created the Tech Professional's Guide to Meaningful Business Building, which includes the exact opportunity mapping methods, positioning strategies, and implementation timelines I use with my coaching clients who want to build purpose-driven businesses during industry disruptions. Download it in the description below. I am also offering a 30-minute complimentary strategy session this week where we will analyze the specific opportunities in your area of expertise and create your personalized 90-day positioning plan. Book your call now. The link is also in the description below. What I've learned from 20 plus years in tech and coaching hundreds of professionals through major transitions. The professionals who thrive during industry disruptions aren't the ones who resist change. They are the ones who understand that disruptions creates the biggest opportunities for those bold enough to seize them. Think about every major disruption in history. The Californian gold rush, the printing press revolution, the internet boom. In each case, there were two types of people. those who saw the writing on the wall and positioned themselves as pioneers, and those who sat on the sidelines watching others transform their lives and build generational wealth. The printing press didn't just change how we shared information. It created entire industry and made fortunes for those bold enough to embrace it. The dot-com boom wasn't just about websites. It gave birth to Amazon, Google, and countless millionaires who understood that disruption equals opportunity. We are now living through the AI revolution, arguably the biggest transformation in human history. And just like those previous disruptions, two types of people are emerging: the pioneers who are positioning themselves at the forefront of this change, and the spectators who will spend the next decade wondering what if. The question isn't whether AI will reshape everything. That is already happening. The question is, will you be one of the pioneers who writes this chapter of history? Or will you be reading about what others accomplish while you wait on the sidelines? Grab the Tech Professional's Guide to Meaningful Business Building, book your complimentary strategy session, and let's position you to dominate the post-Exodus landscape through conscious leadership and strategic thinking. The greatest opportunities in tech history are being created right now. Your success depends on how quickly you adapt. And if this completely shifted your perspective from fear to opportunity and opened your eyes to what is really happening in tech right now, I would be grateful if you would smash that like button. Share this with any tech professional who needs this wake-up call. And hit subscribe, because every week I share contrarian industry intelligence the mainstream media won't tell you. Thank you so much for your support. It means the world to me and helps me reach more conscious professionals who are ready to think differently. The professionals who act on this information will own the next decade of technology leadership. And I'm honored to be part of your journey. Until the next video, let me know what is coming up for you in the comment section below. Thanks again, and namaste.